All right, we are here with the 30th anniversary edition PlayStation 5 Slim Digital Edition console, standard DualSense, and a DualSense Edge. Let's unbox and bask in this beautiful, expensive nostalgia. Now, I will tell you, we're probably not opening the controller because we already have one coming with the console itself for a standard DualSense. The Edge we will take a look at, but this is just going to stay in the box because, quite frankly, and I think most people are probably in the same situation, we already have a DualSense, or maybe 2, 3, in some cases a lot more than that. I just want this thing because it looks... the product boxes, they just look so good. They replicate the original retail boxes for PlayStation 1, and so it's like if I want a standard DualSense box, then I have to go out and buy the whole thing. Having said that, let's start with the console first, actually, because you'll notice, look at my seal, already broken. Did not do that. That showed up just out of the box from Walmart, so thank you. Hopefully the integrity has not been compromised, but we're going to go nice and slow here. If you want to see this thing, there's a million ways to see it, but we're just going to try and have more of a casual conversation and talk about some PlayStation nostalgia. And right up top here, we have 30th anniversary. And look at all this cool design silhouettes that we have of various PlayStation hardware, Move controllers, multi-taps, PS4 cameras, a PlayStation TV, the PS5 camera, PS2, of course, the Elite headset. I mean, there's just so many things in here to pinpoint and appreciate. And actually, first up, should also show this out of the box as well. There you go. Good old-fashioned slim console. Does include the vertical stand as well. Let's check out the side here. Here's what's included. Get that extra cover as well if you want to put a disk drive on this and use it to play. I will admit, for me, this is something where I'm just going to put this right into my display cabinet, which we'll see towards the end of this this little unboxing experience. Everyone keeps making a big stink about this label here, disc-free console, as if it's some kind of like cool thing, like it's an honor. Oh, thank God we got rid of discs. I mean, clearly that's where the company's going and where a lot of society is going, but I'm just happy if you do want to, you can attach a disk drive to it later. Let's get her out, and let's be nice and careful too. Oh, daddy. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look. Some simple instructions. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So full disclosure, I avoid other unboxings because I want to be genuinely surprised by what I'm seeing here. So this is my first time seeing these little silhouettes of a PlayStation, a PS2, a PlayStation 3, 4, and our good old fatty PlayStation 5. You know, Jim Ryan, when he left the company, he got a special PlayStation 5 PS1 looking console, but that was the original fat model, so he got out with something that was truly exclusive right near the end of his career. But when that image came out, right, it definitely was a matter of like, oh, the 30th anniversary is coming up, you think Sony's going to sell all these accessories. And I'll be honest, I was not thinking they would go as hard as they would with the Portal, the Edge, the standard controller, a Slim, Serialized Pro. I thought at the very best we were going to get a standard controller. So I'm pleasantly surprised and in a way happy that it's like, oh, great, we get to give this company a lot of money because this stuff does look really cool. Okay, I'm not going to need any of this stuff. Power cable. I will need the, well, I might not need, well, they should actually give us extra feet, right? Because there's two styles of feet that you would need if you're going digital or adding the disk drive. So let me check that right away. Do they give us 4 feet in here? No, those are the feet for the, you're going to go digital, so let's see what's going to happen for the drive attachment. This is probably where our vertical, no, that's paperwork. Oh, it smells delicious. Smells delicious. Oh, it's got a little gift box on it. What are you gifting me? Ah, yeah, it's all this junk. I say junk. I mean, it's cool, but it's, you know, there's your little PS1 connector, giving you some instructions there. Very nice, very nice. Here it is, little PlayStation sticker. You also see little squares, triangles, and a 3 and a circle for 30th. And there's our little end-piece PS1 connector. You're gonna insert the USB-C cable in here. And then, ooh, is this our... This thing was, I mean, when I read this on the PlayStation blog, I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. But yeah, you get a PlayStation paperclip. I mean, why? What? Yeah, it's a PlayStation logo paperclip. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't even know. I don't know what the thought process was behind offering that. A PlayStation paperclip. Like, okay. This is more of this is like an embossed sticker, I think, so it actually has some texture to it, I'm guessing. That's at least what it looked like from the pictures. Yeah, it's like a sort of embossed, glossy, sort of thicker thing you can put somewhere. That's cool. I might end up using it. You know, I'm trying to make it a habit of, like, I say this a lot, like, I stopped buying special, like, limited edition boxes for games or sets that come out. You know what I'm talking about, right? Game comes out, it's got a $70 standard retail release, might have a deluxe edition for $100, and that's a slightly bigger box with like one or two knickknacks, and there's a $200 one that comes with weird, ridiculous things like tablecloths and a map and maybe little figures and statues. I'm trying to make it a habit of, if I do buy that ridiculous nonsense, then I put it somewhere, or I take them out, or I set them up, or if it's even a practical item, like, I just start using them. Before, I would, like, put it right back in the box, like, oh, I'm never going to use these, I'm never going to touch them, but, you know, you start to realize how silly that is, so some of this stuff, I'm like, alright, I'll try and use it. God forbid I find a reason to use a paperclip nowadays. Use, like, little controller ties or something. Little rubbery action going on. Beep, 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 beep. They're cool, though. This is something else, too, where I'm like, I don't know if I'd ever use this. But there you go. Well, cable ties or something. This, I mean, I'll probably put these away. I just can't see myself using these, but hey, they're cool. Chances are this is probably your second PlayStation 5 if you bought one of these. Although, kudos to you if this is your first one and you intend on actually playing with it. Ah, there she is, in her gray beauty. It's gorgeous. I'm sorry, it is. It's so dope looking. I didn't really think we'd actually get this far, where we've got a PlayStation 5 returning with the colored PlayStation logo, colored PlayStation buttons, just the nice gray accents, all matte finish too. It's pretty. I mean, they did this for the 20th anniversary. It's just the company is a bit different to when they did those on PlayStation 4. Either way, leadership has changed a lot, so I just wasn't exactly sure if they were going to go as all out as they did for PS5 in the 30th anniversary, but, you know, it's a big deal. It's not like they shouldn't celebrate it. Okay, this is probably a vertical stand. I'm not going to need this for the way I'm going to display it in the shelf. Oh, is this where our other feet are? No, this is, that's the screw. They decided to put it in there. But the stand is also special as well. It's a matte gray trim, whereas the other one that you typically buy for the standard consoles will be a chrome trim, which I think looks nice. I do, I'm just not going to use this one. Looks like a regular HDMI, 2.1 compliant, and a very gray USB-C to USB-C with some PlayStation buttons right there. Like that, little neat touch. Here's our disk drive tray attachment. Very cool. So it's gray. You can very much still put a disk drive on your PS1, PlayStation 5. I'm a little curious as to where the actual feet are supposed to be, because this thing is going to not sit properly. That's the feet for that. Did I miss it? Oh, maybe I did miss it. Oh, there they are. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, they do give you the other feet for it. Okay, okay. Let's get her out. Everything gray. Has to be a gray, dark charcoal. God, do I love it. Oh, man. What a beauty. So pretty. Oh, look at that plastic on there. That's gonna feel good tearing that off. See, the center section is great too. Still a glossy plastic, so I'm not even going to touch that. because this thing's going right into the display cabinet after I'm done showing it all to you, but look at her. If we zoom in real close underneath that plastic, you can see it also says PlayStation 30th Anniversary right in that middle trim section there. Nice little fine details. Not many Easter eggs per se. It says 30th down there. Just a lot of 30th here, 30th there. Some of the typical places where you'd find these things. We do have also our poster as well. So they said there's like 30 designs. Oh, look at that. Look at the design I got. Hey, here's that thing you couldn't buy. So there's like 30 of these. There's 30 different designs you can get for the poster. PlayStation 30th Anniversary, Sony Interactive Entertainment. It's big. It's a very big poster. One of 12,300. I literally got the one that it's like, oh yeah, check out this console you can't have. And then this side, I believe everybody gets the same thing. So that looks nice. My problem, useless. Creases. Can't do it. I mean, look, it's fine when you're growing up and you got a bedroom at home or something. Look, I was there. My old room was full of these things. I had a ridiculous amount of PS2 posters hung up in my room. A lot of you probably remember, you could have seen it back then. A lot of the GTA posters and stuff from like Final Fantasy and things. I had them all over my room. But look, I'm older, I'm an adult. I like framing things and not having creases, so I feel like this is just a huge bummer. All right, now we can finally sit down with the Edge. And yeah, I didn't think they would do an Edge for this thing as well, which I was actually super cool with, because I'm like, okay, I will use the Edge. I will play with that, because I love the Edge. I think it's fantastic. The DualSense is a really fantastic controller. And you get a nice big gray carrying case, which I did not use the carrying case for the one that I bought, my first one. It's nice though. Nice little big PlayStation logo. Flip over and around. Ooh, look at that. Take out my sticks right away, because I am somebody that I swap these out. I like the completely convex ones that are reminiscent of the DualShock 1, 2, and 3. I like fully convex. I don't have a problem with the change they made on the DualShock 4, where it's like a mix of convex and then it sort of slopes down and has an outer rim around it. I mean, it's nice. It totally works. But when these became an option, I was like, ooh, okay, so I can basically make a DualSense, which is one of my favorite controllers ever, basically, and change the one aspect that I, again, don't dislike, but if I can go back to like DualShock 3 and below for the sticks, I'm like, ooh, perfect. Bring in real close. She's pretty. Now this is actually glossy plastic still. So even though I'm planning on using this, it's gonna get fingerprints, it's gonna get a little dirty, it's gonna get scuffed probably, but damn will it look beautiful with those colored PlayStation buttons, colored PlayStation logo. Let's get my sticks on there. Super easy, I love it. Just pull them right off. Oh. It looks nice. This is the only thing I'm gonna end up like using. Consoles to display, standard DualSense to display, the extra standard DualSense with the box to display. This will get used. Slide that in. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm getting gloves because I got to be careful with the front plastic. Whoa. Might need a drag off a cigarette after that, and I'm not even a smoker. Because I'm going to put on the disk drive tray. Not even going to put a disk drive on it, which might be a bit obvious because there's no point in doing that when it's only for display. You can still put that on, and it's, you know, you're not really going to tell. But for me, where I'm all about physical media and discs, I want my lady to have the appearance that she can play discs, even though it's a farce. Only people watching this right now will know. It's good looking. So here's what we got going on. You actually saw this just recently, but already made some changes where, well, first, got that PS1, SCPH 1010, the super small controller, analog controller, good representation there, but going all the way over to now PS5, I've retired my daily driver from launch now that I'm running a Pro, so that's now going to be my example piece for 1 through 5 and a little X stopgap there. And then there is our new piece, the digital edition PS1 30th anniversary. And I decided to also put my Condor cluster PlayStation 3 in there. That was finally sold off from a government surplus, which was very much part of that Air Force Condor cluster. That's a very cool piece to have in the collection. But yeah, at a certain point, I'll definitely like go out of my way to finally get that 20th anniversary PS4, because that's not in the collection either. And of course that PS5 Pro as well when I decide to hate money even more. But for now, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. You take it easy.